Allama Qurtubi states that the condition of nafs, the self, the spirit, whose effect appears in the outward body, in the physical parts, with peace and humility, humbleness, that is called Khushoo. It is called being modest. And Qatada states that having fear in the heart and keeping your eyes down in prayer is called Khushoo. Being humble, being modest, submitting with entirety, wholeheartedly submitting to Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala while being modest, while being humble, that is what Khushoo is. So what really is Khushoo? Many scholars have held various interpretations and definitions. As my Sayyidi Shaykh Muhammad Muslim Yusufi states, he states that scholars have held various views. As per another strand of scholars, Khushoo is when the symptoms of contempt and remorse can be seen in a person. That means that the person who seems very humble to you, understand, know, realize that this person observes Khushoo. He is the one with Khushoo. The one who says in humbleness that I am nothing. He is not proud. He does not boast himself, but he is being humble. He is modest. He says, I am nothing, but all is He. That is Khushoo, the act. Therefore, Imam Ibrahim Nakhai states that one cannot be humble and modest or attain Khushoo by just eating dry bread or morsel, or by bowing his head down, or by wearing saintly clothes, just to show off his humility, humbleness. When a person endeavors to show off his piousness, his humbleness, that is not Khushoo. Bowing his head down, or by wearing saintly clothes, just to show off his humility, humbleness. When a person endeavors to show off his piousness, his humbleness, that is not Khushoo. That, in the truest sense, is not being modest. That is being show off. That is an act which is not beloved to Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. That is that you are showing off, you are eating dry bread or wearing such saintly, elderly clothes just to show off. When your heart is not prostrating before Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala, the intention is the thing that needs to be put into consideration here. So he says that Khushoo is that you do not refrain from uttering the right thing, the haqq, or the truth, even if an influential or a powerful person is standing in front of you. That is Khushoo. That you do not refrain from saying the right thing, even if there is a powerful and influential person who is standing against you in front of you. That is another definition presented by scholars highlighting what Khushoo is. So this is also a definition of Khushoo, that whatever Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala makes obligatory for you, whatever the duty you have been given, you complete that duty on its time. You abide by the commandments of Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. So to bow yourself in the obedience, utter obedience to Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala, fulfilling His commands, abiding, that is also a different interpretation and definition of the word Khushoo. Hazrat Umar radiallahu ta'ala once saw a man. His head was bent. That is, he was bowing. He was in the state of prostration. And he was bowing down his head. He said, elevate your head. The Khushoo is only in your heart, Hazrat Umar. Elevate your head. The Khushoo is only in your heart. The Khushoo is only in your heart. Its interpretation now might be in various aspects. You who obey Allah, you do it by your heart. So it is not only the outward appearance that has to be taken into account, but it is also your inward appearance, your inward feelings, your inner feelings, that also needs to be taken into account. So without those feelings, without intention, merely prostrating, is that enough? So Hazrat Umar radiallahu ta'ala said, when he saw a person bowing down, and when he saw that quite a time had passed, but the person, he was in the state of frustration, he said to that person, elevate yourself, rise up. The Khushoo is only in your heart. The Khushoo is only in your heart. Its interpretation is in various aspects. You who obey Allah, you do it by your heart, or you do it with compulsion, or you do it to show off. So what is this outward appearance that you tilt your head down, you bow, you prostrate, but without those feelings, without those intention? So it is something that is in your heart that relates to Khushoo. And another interpretation of this is that it's in your heart, the fear of Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala, His obedience, His affection, all that is in your heart. And that is, in a nutshell, Khushoo. Now the scholars, exegetes and elders, they presented their own definitions, various definitions. And to bow down in obedience to Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala has also been termed as Khushoo. And according to Hazrat Umar Farooq radiallahu ta'ala, he said that Khushoo is in your heart. In your heart.